welcome to the AniFreakz podcast. Today our topic is about RWBY. If you saw our last video, you know why she's like this, or Tori. And so
I the Bible right now. Like I read all the what's it, Psalms? How do you pronounce it?
Psalms.
Yeah,
The Psalms.
They always make us feel better, apparently.
Psalms.
But today, so we have these are our 4 mains that will generally be on our videos as much as possible. So we have Jay, I'm Kai, Tori, and Alexis. Alright, so RWBY.
It's horrible.
It's not horrible.
It is a beautiful show.
It is a very beautiful
They have
show.
a love-hate relationship.
No offense. I do not mean this to be offensive, but that is a weird way for Monty to leave us off with. He left us off with some really heartful stuff.
Bruh. Why? I want him to watch his video so he can just explain see my feelings.
Watch this video.
Why?
I want all the fans to say.
say.
I would love for the Rooster Teeth fans to have all the fans send them a reaction on what they felt with that. I bet they don't watch the reactions, but dude, they didn't understand
Why
what.
wouldn't they?
There are millions. Do you realize how many people watch RWBY over the internet?
I like to see people react to things.
That's
I
a
do
lot
too.
of people.
I do too.
That's a lot of people.
I do too, honestly.
They do other stuff. They have to do music video contests and
I know,
whatnot.
but still, you can still sit and watch.
And they're
some of
working.
them.
And right now they're working on our season 4 right now as we
I
speak.
know.
There's a season 4 now.
Seriously,
You
Carrie.
just have to finish the other episode.
Carrie better not mess this up.
Yeah.
He better not mess this one up.
I won't watch it.
But
I have faith in you, but dude.
Basically, RWBY, to put it in general, it's Harry Potter mixed with like
Your weirdest fan fictions on
Soul
the internet.
Eater type, kind of.
Soul Eater, yeah.
I'm gonna help you out with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, please.
So-
Harry Potter, right? Then what do we say? Soul Eater. Then we have what else?
Guns.
Bleach. Then we have what? The Notebook.
And then we have guns. Lots and lots
you
of guns.
Why would you do this though? I say The Notebook because The Notebook has like a lot of feelings in it. That's just that movie where you're just like,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Again, RWBY is basically a small little show about a bunch of kids going to a magic school where they learn how to use weapons to fight the monster infestation problem of the land.
It is and it isn't. It's like I said, it's a mixture.
It's they're like training them to be.
It's training them to be hunters of these monsters.
They don't believe in
called
technology.
Grimm, which is
Or they don't rely on it. They
They
don't
have
rely
weapons. Those are technology.
that run with magic. You explain Weiss's weapon to me that involves technology. Explain that to me first.
Hers is different, like, because
Dust.
she uses dust in general for
And-
all of her
and
stuff
dust is
because
science.
it's a part of her family.
But Ruby's weapon, I would say, has a lot to do with technology and stuff, and Blake.
and Blake and
And it
Blake.
takes magic for all the real life applications of their weapons to not actually affect them.
But it's not. That is not real life. That does not apply to real life right now. Okay.
Shotgun,
We're
gauntlets.
But Ruby though.
But Ruby-
Yen's arms would have been set on fire if she used those things, if they're that close to her hands.
Well, we're not talking about that. We talking
But
about just
anyway.
Ruby and
So it's
Shira.
magic.
This is.
Don't argue with this.
I win this round.
Anyway,
I
RWBY
win.
is like, oh my god. It took me a while to get into it because I don't know. I had saw the trailers like before the show was even made, and I was like, okay, they look pretty cool, and it's like, oh my god.
It's like
I don't know how to explain it. It was really weird to look at. I was like, it looks like anime, but it's 3D.
Yeah, because like the style of it. That's what you're
my
talking
mind was like vocal
Yeah.
You know that's what CGI. You watch the shows that use CGI 100% of the time and call it an anime or whatever.
Well, there's anime that's made completely in CGI.
Oh,
I can't watch them.
like what?
Animatrix.
The new Sailor
can't
Moon,
watch
well, it's
them.
not complete CGI, but it's
Thank you. I said 100%. I didn't say a small percent.
There is one on Netflix.
Oh, yeah,
There's
Animatrix.
one on
made
Netflix. but I can't
completely out of
remember.
CGI. I don't know the name of it either.
Is it a full series or
I
is
think
it
it's
a movie?
Animatrix. 'Cause
It's
that
not
is-
Animatrix.
That is one on. That is
I
one
said
on
a
Yeah,
series,
but
Netflix.
it's not what
not
I'm
a
talking about.
movie.
It was something with some orange haired girl in there and some, I don't know.
A girl with orange hair.
It's in CGI. That's literally in CGI.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish I could remember the name of it.
You know how long it took me to get into it?
By the
It just
way-
kept reminding me, like,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
RWBY has
yeah.
the exception here. It's loved by the entire anime community, even though it's the most American anime I've heard since it's made in Texas, I mind you. It's in Texas, so it's the most American anime that we should all get into. That takes like influence from every other show we might have seen, every fan fiction, all of it. It just combines it all together into one beautiful little mashup.
I love.
With its large amount of lovable characters, unrealistic but cool ass weapons, and its story.
No.
They are not. The cast of Rooster Teeth are not rednecks. You
stay over there, director.
You shut your
Alright.
face, director. You shut your face.
Anyway, but yeah.
It was.
You need to get the
It
marker
was
board over
good,
here.
but I guess it was kind of hard to get into. Well,
It's not that
the
hard
first
to get
episode,
into.
it's like we actually had to like just sit down and just be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. First of all, they should do for any anime, but the first episode is like it's not slow. You know, kind of like a lot of animes start off really slow, and then sometimes you can't really get into it because it's just like, oh my god, it's dragging on forever.
Yeah.
RWBY's not one of those. It's like first episode, bam.
Well, first episode
You know
is
what's
all
happening.
action. But the fun thing is, when you get told what RWBY is, or when you find it, they don't really give you an idea of what you're about to get yourself into. So that's why it's always a slow start for a lot of people.
Because I think if they were to give a summary of RWBY, it'd be based off of what they have out already, and that's kind of ruining what happens in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really show you trailers, and that one episode,
Yeah.
like the first episode of season 2,
Yeah.
I'd show you that one because that was
I
awesome.
think the trailers are the best way to start
Yeah.
off.
The trailers are the best, and the food fight thing. That was like the first thing I saw of RWBY ever.
I didn't
And I
watch
was just like, my food fights were never this intense, you know? We didn't do that. We didn't like put our hands in the watermelons and was just like,
I have nightmares about that. Don't even joke about
that
that.
never happened.
Every time I saw that hole go to the watermelon, I wake up screaming at night.
Now I don't even go, like, I don't usually go to like the dining hall, but it's like if I go in there, I'm really skeptical. Like, I'm just like, this shit might go down here. I'm just gonna go to Popeyes.
Dude, if that episode came out when I was in high school, every time our racially stereotyped groups start food fights there, I would have imagined it going down just like RWBY. But I'm the cool guy that just walks by with his hands in pockets, just
Well,
walking
RWBY
past all the conflict.
Well, it's not just RWBY
Untouched.
isn't all the way silly like that. It has this very emotional parts. Don't watch the last two episodes.
So let's not.
I love how it has a variety. It has, you know, the action-packed thing. It has some of the magic stuff. It has, you know,
Comedy.
all the different weapons. It's just a whole big ball of things that's just, you know, everybody can like at some point get into it because it has all these different things in there.
Because the one thing about the show that I love trying to recommend it to people is when I name what the weapons in the show are. Because
Yes, I was caught when I was told scythe. Or
I know.
I saw scythe. I was like, I'm
They were like
watching this.
they were like the weapons are like half melee and then
have weapon,
Gun.
have gun.
have gun or whatever.
There's some kind of
And then
firearm.
and then,
Minus one character.
oh my god. I'm trying not to like psych myself out because then you know we're like limited on time because we all gotta go to class. But
We
oh
love
my
you guys.
god.
Like
We
the main
love you guys.
character uses what we call a sight that is a mixture with a sniper rifle in it. When I ask my friends, if you can name two weapons, a melee and a gun weapon, like if you could combine them two in a weird cocaine mix of action, what would you?
No.
What? Okay.
What would you do? So yeah, I told them watch
But
RWBY.
oh my god.
But
And then everybody's unique. That's what I love about
They
it.
all have different cool personalities. It's
Every
just like,
every team that you see in the school and everything, everybody's unique.
yes.
And that's what I love.
Noro
about it.
you will love.
Even the show itself is unique. You'd
Yeah.
think that they named the show RWBY because the main character Ruby Rose, but no.
When
They
you
did-
realize what it was, I was
I
like,
know,
when
when
you
you
watch
really
them, just
realize
like,
what
it was
Ruby
it
is
makes
about.
so much
Really?
sense
I
now.
typed in the comment sections like, that's not how you spell Ruby, you Texas idiots. And then when I watched the show and saw, oh, that's why it's spelled like
Because
that.
like Kamisis in high school, she made her own RWBY characters, so I never
Oh,
knew.
you knew Kamisis?
Yeah, we were in art classes together.
I was never in your art class.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, regardless
But I
of where
give you
we
that.
were. But she made characters, her own characters for it. And I think she was going based off of the same. I don't know. I never got names of her characters.
But we're kind of out of time, guys. I'm sorry.
I wish it could
life,
be longer.
you know.
But, you know.
I would recommend watching RWBY. I just don't want to watch it because I have the feels right now and I'm just recovering. I'm not even recovering now. I'm like heading to
still
the
has to
hospital
finish
right now.
episode 12.
Can I give them a synopsis? Warning. This show, the first season, 16 episodes. There's gonna be some big action scenes in the show, but take in mind, this show isn't just action. It's character development, plot. So it's gonna have a lot of that. So
Yes.
don't expect a cool fight to happen every episode, okay?
Right.
It's gonna have its moments where
It's gonna have dialogue.
It's gonna tell you how cool their characters are.
Give you details and background information about some of the stuff in the show also.
That's what I was referring to.
So-
all
and
the different
also-
That's like a good part of
If you
season
really
1.
do want to, you know, really know everything about behind the scenes and everything, watch Rooster Teeth's World of Remnants, because you'll get even more information about the significance of, you know, how everybody acts in RWBY and everything. That's a really good thing to look at too.
And check out the trailers first if you want to
Yeah,
actually see what
but
you're getting
definitely
yourself
the
into before you
trailers.
watch the
If
show.
If you want to go straight into the show, start with the trailers. That you can find them on YouTube.
Well, I'm gonna go cry now.
We're gonna give our box issues.
Yeah. But
She has recovering.
I know this video is short, but we all hope you guys loved what we've done today, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.